Well, hellfire, it is RockdaRiff, and I am back for another Metalhead Envy. Back with some more King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Venusian Part 2. I had something I was going to say, and my brain just said... So far, the second half of Infest the Rat's Nest is so good. I like the whole thing. I had somebody comment, I can't remember what the handle, but they said once I get through the second half and then go back and listen to from beginning to end, which I like, that's most of the time the case for me. I fall more and more in love into an album when I can, instead of breaking it up into videos of each song, I can listen to it from beginning to end and see the whole picture or get the whole musical idea. It tends to be better, but they had left a handle talking about how much more I'll appreciate, if I can talk this morning, the first half of the album once I've made it through the second one. But let's dive on into Venusian 2. Alright. Hell yeah. Back up. Yeah. I know that one part right there, both the drummers got to be having so much fun doing that together. Man, I'm just curious. So y'all tell me that mostly Cav, Stu, and Joey wrote Infest the Rat's Nest. I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, I know in the writing process, the first time the two drummers are nailing that together, they gotta be having so much fun. Because it's like, just speaking from my own experiences in the writing room, of like first nailing a particular riff with my drummer or with my guitarist. It's always, you always want to just recapture that first time you really jam it and you just nail it. Now don't get me wrong, there's a different type of love and appreciation once you have something wrote and you're able to perform it to your best abilities on an average. There's something about that too, but it's so hard to get that same feeling when you first nail something. And so now I'm just thinking about the first time them two were doing that drum roll together. That's got to be fucking wicked. Hell yeah, Lucas. Man, I'm telling you, man, that's gotta be a fucking blast. On another note, every time I see Ambrose in these live KEXPs, these are like these are like the least animated I've seen that dude. Most time he seems like he's having the most fun, but every time the camera pans to him, it's like he's super stiff and watching everybody make sure he's nailing his parts or whatever. Hmm. Am I crazy? Call me crazy on that one, maybe. Gotta retune. Yeah, get the roll. Cavs had to establish a little bit of dominance right there. That was super short. Damn, that was so short, and it felt so short. But that was cool. I like it. I don't know if I can praise Venusian Part 2. I think Venusian Part 1 is fucking sick nasty. But Part 2, like, I have an appreciation for that style of thrash. But I am biased. I like the progginess a bit more. Like, having just subtle enough changes. And I felt like the song was mostly chicka 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 and then hammer on riff. Which is cool. Uh, I know when I first started on this record, there was a lot of people that were commenting saying that they prefer this style of metal, which is badass. And once again, it falls into like I always try, or I say in a lot of videos, that's the awesome thing about music. There's so much out there for us all to enjoy. And even if something isn't like fully 1,000% gung ho, just making you jump out of your seat, I still appreciate it. It's funny. The last live show I just went to was three violinists and a cello, and all they were lit by was candlelight, and they were playing Coldplay tracks, and I had a fucking damn good time. That was one of the coolest musical experiences I've had, and me and my girl we were laughing because we just felt so cultured. That was the tagline when we got back to the car. I was like, now I feel cultured. Now I feel like one of the people that like I made the joke on the way there. I'm redneck trailer trash, and so I'm in blue jeans and boots and a liquid death hoodie. And I told her, I was like, maybe we should stop off somewhere and like buy a cheap tux and dress and make sure like wear that to this event and all that. And the funny thing is, when we got there, there were people that were dressed like that, and they just looked so uncomfortable. But it fit that setting so well. But the few people we talked to there, they were really cool, and there was a few snobby motherfuckers because you could tell when we stood up and they looked at us. But either way, it's just so cool. All the different styles of music, and the more and more I get into the Metalhead Envies series, I just damn man, I feel like I'm going on a rant about how much I just appreciate music. Even if something like I said, even if a track or whatever isn't 1,000% jumping out to me, I can sit here and watch this and appreciate all the talent that it takes to go into doing this. Plus, I come from a place of being on stage and writing and playing myself. So maybe that helps a little bit. Oh, me. I don't want to go to work. I'm recording this right before I go to work. If this ends up being your first time to the channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are. I do think I am going to try to find a live version of Self-Emulate. Now, I've had a few people comment to this live version. There's like 3 different live versions I've seen people talk about of Self-Emulate. So by the time this video comes out, whichever one has the most comments, whichever live version gets repeated the most is probably the one I'll try to find for Self-Emulate. And yeah, I can't think of nothing else to say. So stay positive, stay rocking, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.